Hello, this is the business guy. Just about ready to do a beach workout. It's a beautiful day. It's you see outside. You live in Florida. You got palm trees in your backyard in the winter. It's summer, of course, too. And about ready to have a beach workout. We're going down to the beach and get a little fitness in. First, you got to have a little pre-workout nutrition. That's the that's the backyard there. So, guys. Got a 75-foot yacht over here, right across from me here. The 65-foot catamaran over there, sailboat, and friend's boat back there. Ours is over here. So, yeah, it's time for a little. Oh, the sprinklers are going off. I'd walk down there, but I don't want to get all wet. Sprinklers just went off. So I'm going to go inside and get a little pre-workout nutrition, like a little protein. So, where's the dog? Dog's outside. Come on, Whiskey. Come on, Whiskey. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on now. She's got to grab her bone. There she is. Come on, doggy. There you go. That's a good doggy. There she is. There she is. There she is. All right, get a little pre-workout nutrition here. All right, here we go. Let's see here. You know, the doctor put me on this veggie thing, and he's like, I was never a fan of the veggie thing. You know, where you kind of limit your animal protein. I had one of those calcium score scans where they kind of scan your heart, and one of the coronary arteries, one of their four, one of them had a little blockage, not much. Danger zone is 400, a blockage of 400. Mine was like 146 or something like that, so it wasn't bad, but you know, you don't want it to progress. So, you know, again, I was never a fan of this vegetarian thing, which is, you know, a lot of people think vegetarian means it's, you know, you're eating a bunch of vegetables. It's not really that. It's the key thing is you gotta watch your protein intake because most foods that are plant-based don't have the all 9 essential amino acids. My next door neighbor, he owns one of the biggest nutrition companies in the country. But anyway, so mainly vegetarian is not that I'm 100% vegetarian because I had scallops last night, but I kind of a little more plant-based, and you know, maybe a couple times a week I'll have some fish or something like that. But pretty much cut out beef, cut out even chicken, you know, but pretty much stick with just veggie stuff, which is weird because I never thought that would happen. So this is a veggie protein here. It's so it has all the 9 essential amino acids. So the key thing is, it's not eating a bunch of, you know, broccoli. It's more what is it? It's more mixing things that have the 9 essential amino acids. So you have like beans and rice. Mix that. You have like nuts and grains. Quinoa is a complete protein. I think you got to probably supplement a little methionine with like Brazil nuts or something like that, because it's a little weak in that, but it has all 9 essential amino acids. So you just have to mix your proteins. Better for the heart. Heck, I'm usually talking about asset protection. Now I'm just talking about personal stuff, but I hope you don't mind. Anyway, so this is just a little, yeah, so I put a little chocolate veggie elite. I'm not advertising this. I'm just telling you what I'm using. This is, and I got some collagen. You ever watch that video or not watch or listen to that? It was a cassette tape that was like mailed out in masses. It's called "Dead Doctors Don't Lie," and it was about pecans. It's about doctors die earlier than the population in general because dead doctors don't lie. And just talking about People have brain aneurysms, where a blood vessel breaks in your brain, bleeds, people die. Um, no, artery burst in the heart or whatever. This mainly from lack of. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but he says mainly from a lack of collagen. So I don't want to have a blood vessel burst in my brain. So every day I have a little collagen, and I'm doing that right now. Mix that in the protein powder. So I'm gonna drop something on the floor. Oh, dog won't mind. So anyway, I'm gonna have a little veggie protein powder. Put a little water in there now first. And then mixing a little oat milk in there. Oat milk in the fridge here. Oat milk. So this is the concoction of protein, veggie protein powder, oat milk, water. And again, I was never this, a veggie fan, but trying to follow doctor's orders. He also put me on one of those statins, those statins that keep your cholesterol down. So I had my cholesterol checked the other day, and it was, I guess, above 200 is bad. Mine was 94, which the doctor said, oh my gosh, I've never seen that low of cholesterol in anybody before. Guess it's working, eating like a rabbit and taking the rosuvastatin drug that lowers your cholesterol. I guess it worked. So our artery is going to be clean as a whistle. So that's the plan. So I'm mixing this together. That is good. Chocolate protein powder. I'm gonna a few more of these pecans because I like them. Those are good. Oh, and then quinoa. There's another complete protein. Quinoa, buckwheat. Yeah, I got a bunch of that. And there's some, what's that called? Oat groats. And let's see, a little flaxseed, fiber and healthy oils. And then sunflower seeds. So do a lot of that. I'll have all that stuff in the morning. And I have a bunch of frozen fruit. I used to get fresh fruit, but I think stuff would go bad so quickly. So I got a whole bunch of frozen fruit. So that's what I usually have in the morning. I just put it in the microwave. And there's some spinach, avocado. It's kind of the routine for help. Work out 6 days a week. Gonna go down and do a beach workout this morning. 3 days a week on the Peloton, and 3 days a week in the weight room. So I don't want to be a scrawny runt. So gotta get some muscle. So let's go outside, and there's a handful of vitamins there. If you can see that, it's a multivitamin here, vitamin C, fish oil. What is that? Is that zinc? Some kind of antihistamine thing. That's the take your cholesterol thing. Vitamin D. This is resveratrol, supposed to be good for your DNA. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so that's kind of like the handful of stuff I take in the morning. So we're going to go outside in a little bit. Just take these and swig them down. Oh. Protein powder. See the flowers I bought my wife? We're having Indian food the other night or last weekend. This guy was, they were like a week old now, so getting a little wilted. But this guy walked by. He was selling flowers. So he walked by the restaurant we're sitting outside on the outside of the restaurant on those sidewalk tables, and this guy walks by selling flowers, and I thought, oh, those are pretty flowers. Make my wife happy, right? So that's what those flowers are from. All right, so let's go ahead and sit right here. Sit right back and you hear a tale of a faithful ship. Gilligan's Island. I don't know if you're at the right age to remember that, but that was an old show. Old people remember. Here we are, in backyard in Florida, drinking veggie protein. Grab a handful of nutrients, and look at the beautiful backyard there. That's a dock. It's about a 210-foot dock, 208 feet, and we own it. Not a community dock; it's ours, and so it's kind of like a business too, because I rent out space back there. So, cool thing is it pays for property taxes. So, pretty cool deal. Convenient too, because I don't have to go anywhere, and no toilets to unplug, no no roofs that leak. So a lot easier than managing a rental property and dealing with whining tenants. Also, you got higher end clientele too. So if you ever get an opportunity to get into buy a marina as an investment, even if you're an investor, a partial investor, or you own the whole thing, good business to be in, because you're dealing with higher end people. And residential tenants complain, and whine, blah, blah, blah. They've got a lot of rental property. And commercial and higher end, get a lot less complaints, and a lot of people are a lot better payers because they have money. You know, people have if they can afford a yacht, well, they're going to afford to pay for a place to put the yacht. So there's some financial tips there that may come in handy. Get into the marina business. The marinas inland too, like lake marinas, where people keep. So it's not just if you live inland, you still do it. So heck, usually you just talking about legal stuff, asset protection from lawsuits. That's what I usually talk about, but here, a little different, isn't it? So there's I'm the CEO of a law firm. I live in Florida, as you know. Law firm is based in Washington, D.C. And one of the attorneys on our staff, wonderful individual. Yanni's licensed in Washington, D.C. And so we have a law firm in Washington, D.C. I'm the CEO of that law firm. Lawyers Limited. So, that was good, man. Actually, it tastes good being a vegetarian. Never thought I'd say that. Ugh. I always thought that was awful. Being a vegetarian, never thought in a million years that would happen. I'm a member of PETA, People Eating Tasty Animals. So that's the dock. It goes that way. It goes that way. My neighbor, who has a big 72-foot yacht, beautiful, and we've gone out overnight on it with him before. Lives right over here. He's gone to the Bahamas with his family for a couple of weeks, so no yacht over there right now. I'll take you over. Oh gosh, got a beautiful sunrise coming up here. The beach is that way. Oh, okay. It's gonna be kind of bright. I don't know if you'll be able to see much because it's bright. That's the beach, that way. Beach is that direction. There's a, I think that's a 102 footer right over there. That one, been for sale for forever. Just nobody wants to buy a used yacht. Hello, worm. Goodbye, worm. Isn't that beautiful out there? Tell you what, gorgeous. You know, we actually made an offer on that home right there across the way, that beige one you can see right across, when we made the offer on our place. But when we made the offer, somebody else had, it was like the day it went on the market. Houses don't last, as you can imagine. They're on the water very long. And the day it went on the market, somebody else who said, okay, we want to make an offer. And they said, somebody just came in about an hour ago and made a full price, all cash offer. So, but we love where we live. We're good. Hard to beat. We got our boat in our backyard, plop it in the water on a lift, and go out to the ocean or whatever, up and down the Intracoastal. Are you familiar with the Intracoastal? It's if you look on a map, there's a slit of land, and then inside there's this body of water. And the reason that was built, like during World War II, what happened is, the vessels would go up and down the eastern seaboard, the Atlantic, and for merchandise, they'd be carrying merchandise back and forth, north to south, south to north. And what would happen is the German submarines would bomb our vessels just right off of our own coast. So what they did is they built this intercoastal waterway. Look on a map; it's pretty interesting, and it goes all the way from Florida all the way to New York, so it's an inland waterway, and there are gaps here and there in the middle, and there's inlets so you can get out to the ocean periodically as you go up and down, and that way our vessels could move the merchandise up and down the East Coast without getting bombed by the Germans. Pretty amazing feat of engineering. Amazing. So look on the map, check it out. And what that does also is they dug all these canals. If you look at South Florida, so they dug all these canals like this. So it used to be like, swampland or jungle, and all these jungle trees. It was just a dense forest. Knocked all those down, dug all these channels, so that way so many people can have waterfront property. Salt water. This is salt water. It's not brackish water. It's not river water. It's like if you went up to the ocean and you stuck your finger in the sand and you just drew a line, and it just fills in with ocean water, except a lot bigger. This is just the ocean water. It's just as salty as the ocean, because that's what it is, ocean water. So so first they dug the Intracoastal, and they dug all these canals this way and this way. So that way you got a lot of people in Florida, and other states too, not just Florida, that have waterfront property. So it's pretty cool. Plop your boat in and go out to the ocean, or go up and down the Intracoastal, and then you have restaurants along the way. So plop our boat in, get down this canal, take a left or right down the Intracoastal, and there's restaurants. You just pull up if there's dock space, and you pull up, tie up, get off, eat your dinner or lunch, get back on your boat, and pretty cool way to eat. The first time I did that was up in the Panhandle of Florida, north. We had some friends. That was before we were officially residents, and they took us on a boat to a restaurant. We tied up, ate, got back in the boat, went back home. I thought it was the coolest freaking thing I ever seen in my life. It was just cool. So now it's just a lifestyle. So what we do. Take a look at this catamaran. Nice, huh? You know, say catamarans, because the way they're built, they can cut through water. Like if there's swells that go up and down, they can cut through. Let's say if there's a 3 foot swell, that's like a 0 foot swell to a catamaran. If it's a 5-foot swell, that's like a 2-foot swell to a catamaran. They can cut through because there's not as much surface buoyancy there, and so they can cut through the turbulent water a lot easier than a regular boat with a bow like that one. So that's a benefit. And of course, it has a great, big, huge sail. Look how tall that sail is. Jeez, it's crazy, crazy tall. If you were here, you'd see it's like, wow, you're looking straight up like breaking your neck. But anyway, but yet I digress. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this little chat. It's nice to talk with you. And if you, I don't know if you're a subscriber. If you are, thank you. If you're not, I'd like you to be, because the more people subscribe, the more of these videos that I can do and share insights, stories, life events, and of course about protecting yourself from lawsuits. And by the way, you should really have somebody. I mean, just my recommendation. You can do whatever you want, but if you're subscribed to somebody who has information on teaching you how to make money, I do some of that here. My main focus is asset protection. And you have somebody that you're subscribed to that teaches you how to protect your assets from lawsuits. I happen to be the CEO of the largest asset protection company nationally. And so, I mean, if you make a whole lot of money by watching those videos or whatever you do and doing what they say, you make a lot of money, then you lose it on a lawsuit, what's the point? So I would say subscribe to somebody who can teach you how to make money, and subscribe to somebody who can teach you how to keep the money that you make. That's where I come in. Because most of the videos, if you look at the Business Guy channel, it's on asset protection from lawsuits. So I suggest that you subscribe to both. So if you've watched this far, I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and get to the beach and do a little working out. Okay? All the best. Have a great day. Bye-bye.